What's up, everybody? Welcome to my Impact Wrestling review. I have to apologize for last week's Impact Wrestling video. Something was wrong with the sound. I don't know. I'm probably going to get a re-upload about that again. Since I heard about the comments said there was no sound, and I went back to check myself. That's my own fault for not checking my videos before I posted them online. Pretty much what I wanted to say last week was my birthday last week, if anybody heard that. So I wanted to get to that. I'm sorry. I'll try to re-upload the whole video again, or just redo it from last week's show on February the 13th. I was getting if you saw my B8, pretty much noticed it was my birthday last week. So I was going to get to that. But moving on to tonight's episode of TNA Impact, as Dixie Carter, EC3, Magnus came out, talking about what they're going to do for lethal lockdown stuff, and how Magnus had to fight Gunner tonight and stuff, so he's gonna beat him. And MVP came out talking about what was gonna happen lethal lockdown and who's gonna get control of the company, and pretty much about the proposal and everything, the challenge he was putting out as team captains, since it's team MVP versus team Dixie. Pretty much Magnus said he was going to be team captain, but he's going to be defending his title and everything at Lockdown. And pretty much he had to defend his title tonight against Gunner, since he was cashing in his Feast or Fire case. That was happening tonight. And pretty much he said he was a war hero and a legit badass. And pretty much Magnus tried to call him some 50 Cent wannabe MVP. And he called him a biatch then. And MVP told him not to say it, but he did, and MVP started beating the hell out of Magnus then until EC3 came out to help. The Wolves tried to come out and save him, but Rockstar's blood and security were blocking in the back, and pretty much the Wolves fought through, but Gunner came out to make the save for MVP. MVP told him to get back in the ring then, but they pretty much stood off trying to back out, so the Wolves came from behind, except Magnus saw him and pretty much pushed EC3 into the Wolves then as they kicked the shit out of him, leaving on the ground to grovel. So I don't know why. He was ran past by Edwards, and I was like, oh, he didn't even try to attack him that close, and he ran that fast across the American Wolves. And pretty much EC3 was pissed in the back, and he said, you need to do what's best for your R&D, as Magnus said. And EC3 pretty much kept saying, going over the top, saying like, oh yeah, I'll save you, I'll get the save for you tonight and stuff. And pretty much moving on, Samoa Joe, he challenged guys from anybody in Dixieland. He offered a challenge to any of them. Why did he offer a challenge? I don't know why he offered a challenge. But when he offered a challenge, he wanted anybody in the back. And who would he face in the back? Pretty much all the Bromans and Zima Ion came out, pretty much resulting in a 3-on-1 handicap match. When the 3-on-1 handicap match went on, it pretty much became Joe squashing all of them as Joe hit the Muscle Buster and the Coqueta Clutch on Zima Ion. Why did he destroy the tag team champions like that? I don't know. It was like 3 or 4 minutes. And pretty much Sam Shaw attacking a guy in the back after Christy Hemme was talking to somebody. He beat up some guy in the back and grabbed the radio. Next week, Kurt Angle will have his Hall of Fame induction in TNA next week. Since he's in the TNA Hall of Fame, his induction's going down next week. As Rude also talked to Storm, talking about this business that's been slapping her around and how bring up the beer money days and stuff, and Storm just told him to chill out, you need to step up and do your thing. This business always slapped everybody around, but you know how they're gonna do it and get back into gear and stuff, so yeah. So pretty much when they're gonna do that, it kinda came into a result. Yeah, it pretty much came into a result then of pretty much Rude telling his problem and everything, and pretty much left Storm or Jim Hogan left. Street fight, Madison Rayne versus Gail Kim. As that went down tonight, pretty much, it was almost like a bad street fight almost. Pretty much they used any type of weapon out there, from kendo sticks to a bed sheet pan. Pretty much ended in the result of Gail Kim winning, which I must say took a hard shot to the face, bloody nose.
Push start where you're not.
Alright.
So don't make a lot of noise.
Yeah, gotcha. Pretty much a bloody nose. And after, I gotta say, Madison Rayne did kick Gail Kim real hard in the face with a chair. I'll say that, pretty much with a bloody nose. But Gail Kim hit Madison Rayne in the back with her title belt and won the match then. So she beat Madison Rayne in the ring, Gail Kim. Also tonight, pretty much EC3 was asked about his attack on Kurt Angle 2 weeks ago and said patience is a virtue since Kurt Angle's going to be in the Hall of Fame next week, so I don't know what he's planning for Angle next week. Storm was talking to Gunner about him being the world tag team, pretty much being the world champion tonight if Gunner wins, and pretty much Gunner gave Storm the tag team championship belt and told him good luck tonight and everything. Rude came out and talked about, he got on the mic. He was talking about how Impact Wrestling was his home. How he's been in TNA for over 11 years now, and his 17-year wrestling career and stuff. And he talked about there's been things he hasn't been proud of and stuff he's been proud of, but he's done it. He's achieved his dream in wrestling. He's achieved it in TNA. As people started to chant, please don't go, please don't go, he announced that he was leaving wrestling. People chanted no, and he didn't want to work for Dixie Carter anymore. He hated himself. He didn't like what was happening. He was being screwed over. He was pretty much about to cry and drop the mic until Dixie came out saying you can't leave and stuff because he had a contract and everything and you can't leave this company. As Dixie was trying to say it's too bad and everything, and pretty much she offered him something. To be captain at to be the team captain of her Lethal Lockdown team, Bobby Roode. And what's in it for him? Dixie pretty much offered Bobby Roode 10% ownership of TNA. Then, if the team wins, he gets 10% ownership of TNA Wrestling. So I guess when it came to that, Bobby Roode said why he accepted and everything, but he said it would be a deal and stuff. If it's going to go down like that, to be captain of Lethal Lockdown, that itches to say that. Pretty much said it could be lawyers, will sign anything. She swore on whatever stack of Bibles, the judge and everything. But pretty much as they shook hands, Bobby Roode said, if you screw me over, he's going to make her life a living hell and stuff. JB talking to some German guy that won the gut check thing in TNA Wrestling until pretty much out of nowhere Sam Shaw attacked Anderson from behind as he was showing pictures of his kids on his phone to Christy and me, and she was knocked out then, and pretty much Sam Shaw picked her up and carried her away. Bad Influence talk about the Exceptional Gentlemen's Organization, Ego, as they were talking to Bobby Roode about him being on the team and stuff. But Bobby Roode said, you can't just pick his friends, you need to be sure about the team. He said, go win your match, then we'll see what's up. So the Wolves pretty much went against Bad Influence then, which was an alright match, I'll say that. The Wolves pretty much beat Bad Influence then, picking up the win. I must say an awesome match. Sam Shaw then pretty much carried Christy Hemme on a table. And I don't know what he was trying to do, but she pretty much woke up and wondered what happened. She was just looking at Anderson's kid on his phone, and ended up here, and pretty much Sam Shaw saw the camera guy was about to attack him, right up to him. I'm surprised the cameraman people actually get caught when they get footage like this. More videos of Gunner was showed, even video of him and Ric Flair, I'll say that, when he was in TNA, so that was happening. Pretty much as they hyped up for the main event, Gunner then went against Magnus under Magnus rules, so anything I guess could happen. So the match went on. As it pretty much got on, Gunner was getting the offense in until Magnus pretty much started to knock out the ring. He was calling for help, telling them to come out, but Storm and American Wolves came out to make sure nobody wouldn't interfere. But after a while, EC3 and the Bromance came out to attack as Storm and the Wolves took care of them, getting rid of them then. Gunner was pretty much going almost for the win, trying to hit the gun rack, taking out Magnus until Rockstar Spud interfered and pretty much tried to save the match. Storm came out chasing Rockstar Spud, then Gunner was pretty much banging his head on the turnbuckle, and I guess it was some type of intensity move he was going for, and pretty much he was about to pick up the big, I guess he was doing another diving headbutt on Magnus, and Spud tried to get in the ring and block him, but Storm threw him out. And then when Gunner pretty much went for the jump. Storm pretty much hit the super kick in midair on Gunner, knocking him down, and Magnus picked up the win and still became world champion. I'm not saying it was a bad match, but I get tired of all these damn run-ins when they do a title match now in TNA. I got tired of it when they did it with Sting, and I got tired of it when they did it with AJ Styles. So I don't know what's going to happen next now with that. But it just doesn't make much sense, if you ask me, of what's happening in this company. But the match was good. I don't know why they now decided to turn the whole Gunner and Storm thing into a feud. I thought they buried the hatchet and everything was all well, but I guess they brought it back up again since now Storm has betrayed Gunner. Storm has betrayed Gunner. So I don't know what's going to happen there with that, but we'll see what happens. And next week it's going to be Team Captain versus Team Captain. MVP goes one-on-one with Bobby Roode. So we're going to see what happens with that then in the show. But I'm still going to work on that upload video of last week's show. Try to get that going. If I remember it all right now, I'd say it all show. But if anybody watched TNA last week, you'll probably know. I'll try to re-upload it, or I'll work something out with it. But I'm going to end this review of TNA right now. So once again, you know it's me, the HOOD, come here with the news and reviews. You know what I am, you know what I do. You come to see the reviews, and you're here to see it today. And now we're done with this review of TNA. So I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace. Keep watching the show. Live reactions, everything. Watch out for Sunday because it's going down also. So we'll see what's really going to much happen there. So I'm out here. I'll see you guys later. Peace.